Welcome to today's episode of Growing Your Business with Mobile. My name is Nate Grohek. I am a pro photographer and the founder of stickyalbums.com. Today I'm going to talk you through why mobile matters and why mobile matters to photographers. The first thing we're going to talk about is the web being mobile, making sure that you have a mobile web presence and a strategy to address this rapid changing landscape of everybody consuming and visiting the web on their mobile devices. Also, the unique interpersonal connection that mobile devices allow, not necessarily remotely or virtually, but actually in person. Already this year in the United States, there will be more mobile visitors to Facebook than non-mobile visitors. I could go on and on with a number of statistics, but I want to share one with you now that I think summarizes and gives you a really good perspective of how big and how fast this trend of mobile technology is moving. So if we go all the way back to 1983 and look at the 26 years from 1983 to 2011, Apple sold a lot of computers. They sold a lot of Macs, from the Apple IIe all the way up to the most recent iMacs. 122 million Macs in 24 years. That's a lot. That's a lot to accomplish. However, when we look at how many iOS devices, how many mobile devices Apple sold in 2011 alone, it starts to really change the game. 156 million mobile devices sold in 2011. In 1 year, more mobile devices were sold in 2011 than they made computers since they've been around. The numbers start to get pretty crazy, and more people are starting to use mobile devices to do the majority of their web searching, of their discovering new services, new products they want to buy. The first place they're looking is they're talking about it with their friends, they're visiting on their mobile device. Okay, what do I mean by interpersonal connection? There is a unique potential that mobile devices have to connect us with one another in an in-person way that other physical computers never did. The internet and Facebook have done amazing things for helping grow photography and sharing and connecting with people across the world. However, it tends to get in the way of us interacting with people in the same city as us, and with with people in the same house. Far too often it seems now that when we're looking at pictures of our friends and family, we're doing it alone. It's become this solitary experience of just looking at each other's pictures. Well, mobile has the potential to change this, and it already is. It's no longer, hey, I'm going to send you a link to check this out. Let's look at this together right here in person. And so while you want to continue using Facebook and other social media to really scale your impact, you also want to tap into this power of enabling word of mouth sharing. Because you see, as the number of virtual shares and likes on Facebook only gets bigger, each individual share starts to mean less and less. And it also starts to make those unique in-person experiences, those in-person word-of-mouth referrals, start to mean even more. stickyalbums.com lets you tap into that amazing power of word-of-mouth marketing, putting the best new tool in the hands of your best advertisers, which are your customers, right there in their hands, ready for them to share your message in a really clean and sleek design. Customize each album that you create with your own look and feel, adding your custom logo, and the best feature of all that your clients are going to love is creating a unique icon for each one of your customers so they get to share to their friends and family, hey, check it out. My photographer made me my own app right here on my home screen. This is going to get people talking, starting conversations, and sharing and spreading the word about your work. I want to wrap up with a couple testimonials from our existing pro members. My clients love them. They think it's so cool to have their own app, and it makes me look like a genius. I love this quote because it really gets at the heart of this last piece. It really makes you look like a genius. It raises your brand. The same way other brands across all industries are jumping on the Apple app or the mobile app bandwagon is because when you present your brand wrapped in the Apple brand or in the mobile device brand, it starts to rub off on you and it makes you look even better, elevating the prestige of your brand. Use sticky albums, use an iPad, use an iPhone or other mobile devices to really increase the way your brand is perceived in the market. Now here's an interesting benefit that we never really even considered. If you can relate to this photographer, a lot of her business was coming from her clients sharing at work, but increasingly corporate firewalls are starting to block Facebook and block other engines that run her galleries, and it got in the way of people sharing this at work. Well, not anymore. Be sure to tune in next week. We're going to share some really easy examples of how current members are already using sticky albums to grow their referrals.